what do I need to do this year so that I'm a different woman or a different man by the time these next 12 months pass around? It's time to start thinking bigger, to play bigger, much bigger. Someone asked me recently, what's the last thing that you want to leave us with? As I was speaking to an amazing group of people. And I said, I want to challenge you all to play big. When I look back over my career, one of the things that I think I did not do was to play big enough. So no matter what you may have think I've accomplished, what you think I am today and how you think I've done it, I will tell you, I don't think I played big enough. Now, make no mistake, I'm playing pretty big right now because I have recognized that. And I think one of the critical things that will allow you to think bigger and to play bigger is to develop a growth mindset. And now, what is a growth mindset? To always challenge yourself, to be intentional about how I do it better. How can I do it bigger? Once you feel like you've mastered something and you are on autopilot and you find yourself thinking to yourself and saying to yourself, oh man, I can do this with my eyes closed, the bell should go off. Because if you can do it with your eyes closed and you're that good at it right now, it's time for you to evolve and do it even better. There's probably some new technology that has emerged since you have been perfecting this thing. There are probably new customers, new avenues, new ways of engaging. And so now, given what you have at your disposal, how do you do that which you do so expertly? How do you do it differently? Having a growth mindset means you must be curious. You must ask the question, why? Having a growth mindset means you have to be comfortable with making mistakes. Mistakes, trials, all of those things come in your way to push you to go even further, to push you to get even better. One of my good friends said to me recently, I don't have any bad days. I just have different days. And man, that was a whoa to me, because that's right. Every day that we are sent is a present. That's why it's called the present. And I tell you that each day is an opportunity to do it over again. Each moment is actually a moment where you can get a redo. And it means that you have to have a positive point of view. You have to always assume that you can win. And even when you lose, you have to say, okay, this was an opportunity for me to learn something differently. This was an opportunity for me to see it differently. Remember, failure always brings you a gift. And that gift is called experience. Now you know how to do it better. Now you know how to do it differently. Now you know how to do it successfully. Sometimes we only learn if it's a hard experience. I've had many in my life, and I can again look you in the eye and tell you that I'm grateful, because I know that I would not have gotten that lesson if it had not come in that challenging package. Having a growth mindset means you are always looking to the future, means you are always challenging yourself, saying things like, what do I need to do this year so that I'm a different woman or a different man by the time these next 12 months pass around? What is different about you today than was in your last birthday? How have you changed? How have you evolved? If you haven't, I'm going to challenge you to set those goals. Think about how you can grow. Think about what risk you can take. That's what it's all about. So as you look back on each of your years and you say, wow, I grew this much in this year, I now can do this. One of the things that I did during the pandemic, especially as things were happening so fast and we were clouded with uncertainty all around us, I said, I'm going to learn one new thing a month. And it turned out that I learned a lot about technology over the course of the year of 2020. All of those new ways of us communicating via video, virtually, boy, I'll tell you, by July, August, I had Zoomed, I had WebEx, and blue jeans, you name it, I'd used it. And I thought about that with amusement as I got to the end of 2020. I said, wow, had it not been for this period, I'm not sure I would have challenged myself in that way. I certainly didn't grow like that in 2019. I didn't grow like that in 2018. I evolved in each of those years. I added something to my experiential tool chest, but I certainly wasn't as intentional about accessing and obtaining those things in the way that I was in 2020. Have a growth mindset. It will keep a smile on your face as you wake up every day to experience something new about your life. You only have one. It's real life, as another good friend of mine said. It's real life, y'all. It ain't a dress rehearsal. Go get 'em.